Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Defense of the Patients. I'm Cyphus, I'm sitting here with Roland.
Yep.
And the one, the only, the sexiest of all the sex-easies, Easy McEasy.
I'm the slayer of yos now.
Slayer of yos, wow.
You do slay a lot of yos. You never know how many yos to expect with Easy. Is it going to be
That's
like
a shout
yo?
out to Hada Kamara. She coined the slayer of yos. It was pretty sick. I was like, that's awesome, actually.
You know what Hada Kamara has to say about me? She'll pay me $1 for every time I admit I'm wrong. Or pay Defense of the Patients $1 rather.
She ups her pledge by $1.
I heard you do it like 4 times back to back right
I
after
did.
that.
I was like, I admit that I'm a bad Dota player. I admit that Denny's attitude may be right and mine may be wrong.
Oh, I'm glad you brought that up. That reminded me of that email. I'm going to read an email real quick before we...
read my response to it too, because I thought the response was funny. Because the guy has not responded again because you'll see. Because I responded to it.
The email is entitled after last Monday's show, Cyphus' attitude. I need to correct the record on something. I played 2 matches with Cyphus in the last couple weeks, and his attitude was one of the best attitudes I've seen in Dota. When Roland accuses him of losing because of a bad attitude, that is just false. Roland apparently has not seen Cyphus' demeanor in solo ranked play. Cyphus, hang in there, man. You played good, but raising MMR is hard and slow. Sincerely, Rugby Spurs.
Okay, read my reply.
Your reply doesn't show up on here.
It should.
Hey, we should talk about that though, because you were slinging some mud about Cyphus' attitude.
Oh, I was, and I still am.
You even talked to me about it, saying like, dude, people don't know, man. He is fucking toxic. Like,
he's a toxic fuck.
He is
not I don't even want people to hear what he has to say. Right, no, he's doing a bad job of it.
Cyphus, you should be recording some of that so that we can all hear it.
I'll record it. So I can pick and choose the times.
Okay, I really think what he's talking about is I definitely will say something like, man, that guy is so fucking dumb. But I don't say it to that guy. I'm not that person.
It's in your mind, bro.
Oh, sure. It's never in your mind?
No.
Oh,
no,
get out.
No.
Bullshit.
I am the Mother Teresa of Dota, dude. I have a very good attitude in every game.
Yeah, you're right. You are the Mother Teresa of Dota, just like going from land to land, handing out MMR
everywhere. No. People like on other streams are even like, commend this random guy. He's so nice and has such a great attitude.
Here's Roland's response to that. I, Roland, hereby decree that you got lucky with the mood Cyphus was in during those matches. Hashtag unsubstantiated claims. Thank you so much for listening and reaching out. Maybe I'm too hard on the guy, Roland.
Yeah, maybe I am too hard on the guy. You know what I mean? Like, maybe I am. But I have to sit here, like, oftentimes I'm waiting for a game, or maybe I'm doing homework. He's sitting, like, 3 feet away from me to my right. Weaver, we need you with us. Oh, my God. Weaver? Okay, see, you weren't with us.
The way I would phrase it,
that's why you died. You weren't with us.
I say, Weaver, you need to be with us. The reason you died is because you weren't
It's not
with
that
us.
calm. It's not that calm. Be
honest.
Really? Are you going to lie to our our listeners,
absolutely
dude?
Not.
Are you going to lie?
Absolutely not.
It is not that nice.
Almost always that calm.
Almost always. Is that how you're going to justify your lie? Almost always?
I'm going to say almost always.
Almost always. I watch you play pubs, and you have a bad attitude. You such a bad attitude that you had to quit Dota, dude.
I've almost played none this week.
Yeah, and he said he couldn't handle it anymore.
That is not what I said.
Yeah, he said my attitude is way too bad. I can't handle it anymore.
Exceptionally busy week. I haven't had the opportunity.
Anyways, Easy, we've got a problem because I think what Easy and I decided is we think you should change your name. So you're not letting people out in the community know.
I'm not Wazoo.
It's
okay. So that's what Roland was comparing it to, dude. Roland was saying like, dude, this is like Wazoo-esque, man.
Oh my God.
I said maybe worse.
Oh bullshit. Or I'd be banned by now.
That's what he said, dude.
Hey, you know.
I was like, because everybody, I mean, I think anybody listening right now, anybody that's a fan of Defense of the Patients, especially anybody that's played any games with you, whether they've been in the Inhouses or just through, matching up with you in the Discord server, you're not like that to like us, to like the .p.
It's a facade, dude. It's a facade. It's a facade.
But apparently, apparently someone's got their hand up their butt and is playing puppet with you.
Yeah,
when you're
dude.
with us, and
Dot
the real Cyphus comes out when you're in solo queue.
It's true.
Like,
It's
well, I
true.
guess
No,
the question is, which one is the real
look,
you?
Can I give some
I'm-
evidence?
Okay,
Are you
let me give some
pretending
evidence.
to be a dick? Are you actually pretending to be an asshole?
I would like to present the evidence that's at hand. He will not buy a webcam, and he never streams.
Oh, please.
He doesn't want to
I
show
would
his
stream-
true emotion on
I
a
would
webcam.
stream, but it's always the Roland show
No.
over there.
Oh,
He doesn't want to put that. He doesn't. He needs
No one's
that to be
streaming.
behind a hidden.
I would
he can't
love
let
for
the
you to
world see
stream.
his
I
true
would-
colors.
I would love to
Oh,
stream.
dude, he got a round of applause when he got on the dot podium. Finally, a true professional.
What?
During the Inhouses on Thursday.
Oh, yeah, when
he
you went to
got- when
play.
when he stepped onto the dot podium and he took control.
Oh.
It was a very arousing moment in the Twitch chat. Everybody cheered.
I'm happy to stream. I'd love to stream. Frequently,
Yeah,
you
see?
are already streaming.
That's
so I
not
don't.
true.
And
Ursi's streaming all the time too. Like we're
yeah. Oh no, I
because-
know. And I was gonna say and when you're not, there are others who are streaming.
And Silver Fox is going to be doing Dotes at Dawn. He just got his computer all built and everything.
That was a great picture he tweeted out, by the way. of
Yeah,
his
I like-
motherboard. Is that what that was?
Yeah, he needed a motherboard with an 1150.
You're gonna tell him why he got that motherboard?
No, I'm not.
No,
No, I'm
Oh
not.
my
God,
No, I'm
that
not.
was hilarious.
No, I'm not. Okay.
I know. It's just now everybody out there. Now they wonder.
You created the most heterosexual contest
No, I'm not.
ever
okay.
created.
I'm serious. Who knows?
I know.
Who
Oh,
knows who listens
Who
to
knows
this?
who listens to this show?
Yeah. Who knows who listens to this? Okay.
Hopefully the dean doesn't.
That's not funny at all, and it wasn't even like that, dude. Hopefully, yeah. Let's
Hey,
change
you know-
the subject, please.
Content creators and content creation art is seen in many different ways, and I think what he created could very well be interpreted as art, especially given the level of meta associated with Silver Fox's creation. I guess we don't have to really talk about exactly what it was, but if you do want to see it, you can find Captain Silver Fox's YouTube channel. It is up there, so go check it out. It's definitely available in the .p subreddit. Yeah, dude.
He's a good guy. He really is. I like Captain Silver Fox a lot.
Yeah, I do too.
Dude, I watched, you know what I watched? I watched some of his fucking, you know how he's a knight?
He's a heavy fighter. Yeah, dude.
have you watched-
I have seen those photos.
I haven't.
of him.
I
Have
have
you
not.
seen the videos?
No, I have not seen
I want
videos.
to see the
Dude,
videos.
they have videos of them practicing like in a gym, and they're all like geared out in their different. Some of them look a little more like well put together pieces of armor, and some are like, I'm gonna find any fucking piece of metal I can and any rope and tie the shit to my body. And they start fighting though, and they're like whipping those sticks at each other. Hell,
Dude, have you watched Dark? I know I've mentioned it 100 times on the show, but have you watched Darkon yet?
Yeah, we've talked about Darkon before.
I haven't seen that movie.
Oh,
About the
easy.
guy-
I'm
yeah.
telling you, like it's going to be the best hour and you're going to care more about that story than any other fantasy series you've ever seen.
Darkon is a really great documentary.
It's well worth
yeah.
everyone's time.
Dark-
You guys watched season 2 of Daredevil yet?
I'm like,
I'm
only
I'm-
one episode in because I keep I stay up so late and then I put an episode on and I'll get 15 minutes progress before I crash out. And
I hate watching good shows before I'm going to bed.
Yeah,
Pisses me off because either I stay up too late or I pass out and end up having to rewatch it.
Well, I know generally where I am, so when I fall asleep, I'll just scroll through the episode until I'm like, I don't remember seeing this guy, and okay, we'll resume from there.
Tweeted out today that episode 4 is the best television he's ever seen ever.
Episode 4. What was
Okay,
episode 4?
I don't care what episode
I'm
4
not
was.
sure.
Give
I'm
us
not
some time to
spoiling
finish
it. I'm
it.
just hyping. I
I'm
haven't
like-
even started it. Dude.
If you want to talk
I'm
about
10 episodes
hyping,
in.
I've finished House of Cards, and
I don't want to talk about any of the content of those shows. No, dude.
do you watch House of Cards?
No. I started season 1. I thought it was pretty good, but Corey was kind of like, dude, you got to pay a little bit too much attention to this shit for me right now. So we kind of faded off on it because she didn't want to focus on it's heavy. You know.
I wish
You
I
gotta,
could have. I wish
you
I
gotta
could have
buy
it back,
into
dude. I wish I
really-
could.
But I thought it was good. I was into it. I thought it was pretty cool. I'm watching that
So
show
good.
on. It's a Hulu exclusive, and it's a Stephen King show. He made it with I think J.J. Abrams, and it's got James Franco in it, and it's
Oh
called like
yeah.
11 something 63. And dude, it's fucking rad. I'll give you a basic premise. There's a closet inside of this diner, and if you go into the closet, you pop out in like 1960, and you can fucking like you just live there, and you can do whatever you want there. And when you go back into the closet, you come back out into your time. And then every time you go into that closet, you go back to the fucking same date in 1960. So the dude that owns the diner, he's like trying to find out like how Lee Harvey Oswald like came to assassinate JFK, and he's gonna try to prevent it because he like thought the world would have been a better place had that not happened. And he ends up dying, and James Franco ends up like taking over the cause of like trying
Oh
to.
yeah. 11/22/63.
Yeah, dude, it's really really good.
I've thought about watching that like a dozen times, but I've never. I'm skeptical of like Hulu series, and I don't know why. I mean,
Because of
Netflix
the
has been
commercials,
so
man.
good.
What do you watch more of, the commercials or the fucking TV show?
Well, I just mean like I haven't really seen.
I watched The
anything
Man at the End of the Booth.
awesome.
Has anybody heard of The Man at the End of the Booth?
No.
Okay, there's only so the entire series exists with a guy at the end of the booth, okay, in a diner, and he's in a diner, and random people approach him, okay, and you never see any other scene throughout the entire thing, with things that they want, and not usually money, like my husband's dying, I don't want him to die, and he gives them a task, and if they complete the task, he makes sure it happens. It's like supernatural in that way. But the task is always equal to that of the request. Like the lady that walks in there, I'll give it. You guys won't watch it. I'll spoil it. So a lady walks in at the booth and she says, "My husband's dying of cancer. She's older. She's like, I don't want him to go through this pain. Like I want him to survive with me." And he said, "Okay, you have to take, basically you have to go and blow up a mall." He's like, here's how you're going to get the stuff to do it. Here's where you're going to meet. You're going to blow up a mall, and this many people are going to die. And so you just
Are
see...
you sure it's called The Man at the End of the Booth?
Yeah.
Where did you watch this?
This is a Hulu thing.
Really?
Yeah. This is a while ago. This is probably like 4 to 6 years
Cyphus
ago.
is like, really? Because it doesn't exist on the
Well,
internet.
I'm just having a hard time finding it.
I think it's called... It has something to do with booth or the guy at the booth.
I'm a sucker for TV. You know.
And it is riveting, dude. To like see like the characters that like, is it worth me going and blowing up a mall so I have my husband, or should I just let him die?
Dude, that's some tough choice shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called The Booth at the End.
Oh, the booth at the end. Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, Rotten Tomatoes agrees with you.
Yeah. What is it?
Is it a Hulu exclusive?
97% on audience. I mean, it's kind of small in its review size, but no critics, and not enough critics yet.
Yeah, I mean it was a small thing. It was a crazy thing that I found.
So I guess this brings up a good topic for discussion. What do you guys think about like this race for like content houses or platforms like Netflix and Amazon and Hulu getting into production and producing these like exclusive series
it's already there, man. And
I mean,
it's only going to get bigger. And
I think it's a good thing.
Do you think it's going to happen? Like, what are you enjoying? Like the quality of content that's coming out of it? Because it seems like some of the best TV we've
TV I've ever seen.
I'll say I never
been, exclusive to this or exclusive to that.
I never would have gotten my 4th season of Arrested Development without Netflix.
Yeah,
and that people.
Say what you will about the 4th season of Arrested Development.
It exists. Well, and fuck people who dislike that 4th season of Arrested Development. Like, what did you expect? How did you expect the show to be like 10 years later?
Yeah.
I don't have too much of a problem with any of the like changes that they made. I thought overall it was pretty solid.
I laughed. I haven't watched it since again. No.
But House of Cards has been amazing. Daredevil's been amazing. I always hear good things about
Jessica
the other Netflix
Jones.
series. I watched Jessica Jones. It was all right.
I didn't. I got like 3 episodes in and wasn't feeling it, and then you had finished it. And you're like, it was all right. And I was like, okay, well, I'm all right then.
I also don't have like a Doctor Who history, and for people for that audience that was watching Jessica Jones,
Doctor Who, what does that have to do with it?
Because one of the doctors was the primary villain in that season. God, why?
Really?
Oh my God, I can't.
And it was
believe,
Doctor Who.
Can't believe I can't. David Tennant, I want to say.
Okay.
Is that right?
Really? You're fucking really? I don't.
Are they really crossing those universes?
No. He wasn't the same actor.
Oh, it's just the same actor?
Yeah. It was David Tennant.
So he's just so fucking good that people are like...
No, he is a great actor. And
does.
and I think that for a lot of fans and there's a lot of crossover, enjoy both Doctor Who and Jessica Jones.
My problem with Jessica Jones is face value problem, okay? The main actor, Jessica Jones, was in Breaking Bad, where she was my least favorite character.
Such a dumb Roland issue to have with TV.
She was my least just I hated the character. That's when I stopped
Easy.
really loving Breaking Bad.
Easy. Do you like Edward Norton?
Yeah, I think he's badass.
Yeah.
Like from American History X.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And 100 other great movies that you're about to name off.
And 100 other shitty movies too.
No. Name some shitty Edward Norton.
I mean,
movies. I know they're out there.
Are you like?
But like, are they overwhelming?
Yeah, they're overwhelming.
Pulls like has one bad role,
and he's the same person.
From it.
Roland can't. Roland can't
have
detach.
a wide range. He's no Tom Hanks.
No, I like Ben Affleck, and he's done some shit. He's done some straight garbage.
Go watch Gigli and tell me what you.
No, I know Ben Affleck's done garbage.
Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
No, it's
I like
Good Will
Chasing
Hunting.
Amy.
Chasing Amy was over fucking rated.
Oh, I like Chasing Amy.
I watched it recently, and who is that director?
Kevin Smith.
Don't like him.
I can understand people not liking Kevin Smith, but he's made some pretty damn good movies.
I'm gonna just go ahead and say don't like him.
You see, you don't have like any there. You don't have taste.
I have taste.
I hate to say. I hate to put it this
I have
frankly.
taste.
Like, but you don't have taste, and you come up with arbitrary reasons to hate like these.
Don't have taste.
I don't think you actually appreciate cinema.
I actually do appreciate.
I don't think
I
you do.
watch video. I watch like a movie a day, dude. I appreciate it, obviously. Okay, maybe I'm not.
I don't think I can say I appreciate cinema.
My interpretation of it is wrong. You could say that.
No,
maybe.
I mean, I just like.
But I definitely appreciate it.
I understand people not like.
You can't tell me I don't
Kevin
appreciate
Smith's
it.
not everybody's bag, but like
it's not that great of a movie. I don't like how he uses the same cast and crew. I know some of them.
No director's ever done that before.
I know. I just don't like that cast and crew.
No director's ever done that before.
I mean, I know we could talk about Quentin Tarantino and how many people Quentin. We could talk.
Yeah, that's what I hate about Tarantino is he uses all those damn good actors over and over.
Well, they're not damn good actors.
No, you're right. And Kevin Smith, some of those actors aren't great. It's not a like. There's a different level of content to appreciate with Kevin Smith.
He's managed to get rich sticking with his buddies, and there's something he has that like homegrown appeal that. I don't know. I thought when I was in high school, I don't know. I can't say I've watched it.
You should rewatch this stuff. Like
Have you watched
Amy.
Dogma?
Yeah, I've seen Dogma.
Yeah, dude, I fucking love Dogma.
Dogma's a great fucking movie.
It felt Kevin Smithy.
Yeah, because it was made by Kevin Smith, who's a fine director.
Nah, not fine director.
Some of the funniest shit in the world, dude.
He's okay.
Oh god.
He's okay. He's not my cup of tea.
Oh my god.
Can I not? So it means I have no taste.
No, I just like your arbitrary like Edward
totally
Norton hatred and shit. Like
I love Rounders. I love Edward Norton in Rounders. I feel like Edward Norton is this movie with Edward Norton. He shouldn't even have a character name, dude. It should just be I'm Edward Norton in this movie. And you can call me Edward because that is what you get out of him in every movie is Edward Norton.
Oh man,
I've never seen any depth. Like you can even the dude in National Treasure that spends money on like dinosaur bones, Nicolas Cage, Coppola, right? He has done some garbage, but yet go watch Leaving Las Vegas, and I'm convinced he's a great actor.
No, I get the actors do paycheck movies like completely,
but I've never seen that role with Edward Norton, even with the curb stomping scene in American History X, which for a very long time I considered my favorite movie. I realized.
What about Fight Club?
Okay, I feel like Brad Pitt carried Fight Club.
Oh, I completely disagree.
I feel like Brad Pitt carried
that movie. Brad Pitt was a pivotal portion of it. Don't get me wrong; like his performance is amazing in that movie.
Yeah,
but it's Edward Norton who drives that story, and
maybe he drives the story. But
I'm with him 100% of the way.
I'm with Brad Pitt the second he gets introduced. Like
it just pains me sometimes.
It's just Edward Norton. Edward Norton in Fight Club. Edward Norton as the
Did you ever
Hulk.
see Red Dragon?
Yes, I've seen Red Dragon.
Red Dragon, I thought was an amazing movie.
See, And you were telling me this movie you've got to see. It was last night. You got to see this movie. And I look up like the Metascores on it. It's like 13%.
Oh no, Dalamir was over here, and we were talking about Domino, and we love that movie because of two things: Mickey Rourke and Tom Waits.
Okay,
and they're entertaining. It's an entertaining action movie.
I'm not gonna watch. Like when I saw 13%, I was like, I got better things to do. You know what I mean? Than spend my time watching
rolling dice on this. Probably a turd.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah. All right.
But
I feel like I'm getting like attacked.
No.
I feel like I'm always getting attacked.
You're always.
I am feeling like the victim.
You know what the reality of the situation is that you're always getting defensive. You always feel like you're defending yourself, and it's like you're not being attacked.
No, I'm getting attacked right now, and I'm gonna defend myself. Okay, easy.
No, you do. You can do that. It's fine. Nobody's upset.
To answer your question, Easy. Yeah,
I think don't appreciate cinema. Fuck you. You don't appreciate cinema, dude. Fuck you. I research obscure films and watch them all the time and like appreciate them and dissect them. Like,
I am motherfucking Mr. Cinema. How dare you?
Yeah, I take great offense to that, actually. Okay. I hope you know.
The fact that you would even insinuate that I don't appreciate cinema.
I just, after the conversation yesterday and some of the bullshit you've talked about with Edward Norton especially, it makes me wonder.
I feel like Edward Norton isn't that great. Sorry. I feel like he was weak even in he was in Mission Impossible. The Ghost Recon or some shit. He was like the new director. It might not.
No.
Are you talking about Bourne? Am I talking about Bourne?
Oh yeah, he was in the new Bourne movie, the Bourne Legacy.
Bourne movie, weakest part of the Bourne movie, by far, hands down.
The weakest part of that Bourne movie was that it wasn't really a Bourne movie.
Well, he was the weakest part of the Bourne movies. Okay. In my oh my god, it's Edward Norton with gray hair being Edward Norton. Like that's what it is, dude. Like that is literally what it is. I'm sorry. Like I can have a differing opinion.
Sure.
I appreciate cinema.
hey, I'm sure it feels like you've sold it.
Thank you. And I will never admit for $1 that I don't appreciate cinema. That one's like $100 if you want me to admit that I don't appreciate cinema.
Somebody get that $100 ready. Oh god. But to answer your question, Easy, I think it's a great thing that the production companies or that the like television mediums are becoming the production companies. It's been good stuff.
Yeah.
And
good TVs come out of it.
Great TV.
Have you seen The Man in the High Castle?
Yes, I have. I watched the first episode back in like August because they released the first episode early. And it came out like November 24th.
The rest of that season is out.
I know. I've seen it.
Oh, you've seen it?
Yeah, it's excellent.
That's an uncomfortable show to watch.
Yeah, it absolutely is. But
Dude,
it's a really cool idea.
I watched the first episode and bought the book because I thought the book must have been like fucking incredible.
Was it?
What? Yeah.
It's based off of. I've only read like the first. Dude, it's heavy ass reading.
Yeah, I'll bet.
Yeah.
It's a heavy show to watch. Like,
it's a cool idea.
It is a cool idea.
And you can explain the idea.
It's just so realized. The book, like in the book, expects you to like. It's one of those books that's written in the world that already exists. So it's not like teaching you about it. You kind of have to learn as you're exposed to it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the whole concept of like Japan owning this side and there's like maps and shit in there. It's fucking pretty good. Yeah, it's really
if the Axis won. Like what would have happened if the Axis won?
It's cool to see because it feels like we rarely get like alternative.
What do they call New York?
Alternative history.
What did they change New York's title to?
Like the New Reich or something.
Yeah, the New Reich or like the Fifth Reich or like something like that was New York or it was crazy, dude. That show was.
But it's It's just like constantly uncomfortable for me to watch. It's really hard to imagine. Yeah. Like it's a painful.
What did that? That was an Amazon, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was an Amazon.
And so I mean, and just seeing those types of series, and I don't know if you get Transparent is another really interesting series.
Yeah, I've seen Audrey has watched the whole thing and thinks it's hilarious. I love the guy. He's the dad in Arrested Development. I don't know his name. What's his name?
Jeffrey Tambor.
Jeffrey Tambor. I love Jeffrey Tambor, and I watched like the first, probably most of the first season. Is there only one season?
I think so. That's awesome.
I Audrey really loves the
it's
one actor.
It's Brave TV. Like, it's the kind of TV like you'll never see that show on NBC or CBS, and you may never see that show on the majority of cable networks. And look at its audience.
Like exploratory, and you get to watch like badass. Just I don't know, some of the stuff on the first season of Daredevil was just like, yes, dude. TV is so good right now.
I will say this, and this does not spoil any of season 2 of Daredevil, but I don't feel like I've seen anything as impressive action-wise as that first season hallway fight scene.
I don't think you appreciate television
about that.
I don't think you appreciate television because clearly in episode 1 there is a much better scene than that fight. I think it's that you don't appreciate.
That's gotta be it.
Yeah,
so you haven't. It's that you lack the ability to truly appreciate good television.
Yeah. I understand the camera staying in the same spot is easy for somebody who doesn't appreciate television, like in the scene in the hallway.
That's like one of the most difficult shots they could have ever got. That was an amazing scene.
It was an amazing scene.
Anyway,
so
all this TV.
Let's make a clear cut here.
All right.
Let's talk about some Dota. People have mentioned to me that when we go off on these rants like we do, that they would just like to be let known when we talk about Dota again. so they can tune back in. So they can do like the 10-second thing all the way until we say, okay, we're going to talk about Dota now. Let's start off with State of Affairs. People have been really appreciating it. I'm more than happy to do it. Can you pull it up? I'm not 100% accurate. I'm not sure. Can you pull mine up? Eric, do you have yours?
I'm at like 1400 solo, 1600 party.
What have you been playing lately? Like, let's hear it. Like, and what have been your issues?
So, okay, I have had multiple strategies in solo, trying to just get up to like 2K would be kind of cool, but maybe if I would just break 1.5K, I'd feel better about it. Problem is that every time I hit like 14-9, fucking lose.
It's
like
the curse of the 100, dude. Curse of the 100.
So I can't like break that hump, and not only do I not break it, but I seem to slide off it super hard.
But you've been 1800, 1900 before. Like, you've been really close to 2K before.
A long time. It's been a long time since I've been there, but I have, and I want to get back. And so I was supporting, like, I was thinking, okay, dude, there's not a lot of people that play support. If we had more people supporting, it'd be a lot easier. We'd at least have vision, which would be good. So I was doing that. And then when I started talking to you guys in the stream, and some of the people that were in the Twitch chat, that, were saying, like, no, dude, you need to just play these heroes. And while you're still, like, down in this rank, like, it's a good time for you to, like, practice on getting good at, like, last hitting and, doing all the things you need to do to be efficient as, like, a carry or even, like, an offlaner, even
even as a support.
At skill level, they're not fucking your carries aren't going to be that good, So even if you don't do that good, you still have a chance to win the game. So I started switching into like jugs and shit like that, and I feel like it goes good sometimes, but I'm on a fucking slide right now that's got me like tilted way hard. I haven't played in a couple days.
Got to go in with confidence, man. Let's get some party games in.
On that point, Easy, though, like with the last hitting, it was when I started playing carries, I felt like I realized how inefficient I was, even just farming on supports whenever the opportunity arose.
Oh, dude,
you know what I mean? Like, it's just as important to be efficient with your farming. When you're pulling camps, like if you can get 2 last hits out of that easy camp before you pull that hard camp up to do the double pull. I mean, that's those little moments those levels of efficiency are huge.
Yeah, that's true. And I need to get there. And I'm like serious about it. I'm playing like a lot more intent, like in trying to get better and shit. So
just go into the jungle, dude.
It's true. It's true. I'm getting better at that. I'm getting better at like going to farm.
I'm a jungle master, dude.
What am I doing right now? The last game I played with you did your fucking Luna jungle.
Oh, that was a failure.
Like 3 minutes in, you're like, dude, I'm coming to your lane. I'm like, all right, bro, come on.
I was like no, because it was Dire. I don't know how to do it on Dire.
That shit was not working out.
It was just not happening. Dire has we just did a Quap game where I did Quap Dire jungle, Queen of Pain Dire jungle, and that didn't work out that well, but it ended up being a good game because I left the jungle quick enough. That Luna game was bad, but
at least realizing that, you know what I mean?
I did Warlock jungle and we won. I did Quap jungle, not technically. It was more like a roaming Quap.
You are, by the way, we're gonna transition over what you've been playing. Your solo is 23-22 and your party is 21-59.
My solo is actually 23-50 because I won.
No, then your party's up 25 as well because we just won that game.
I don't know why it doesn't auto update. So like 23-50. I've dropped some points, but the thing is that I've realized is the end of March is nigh, and 3K is not happening. But if people want to, I'm gonna go by like YASP numbers. YASP puts me at like 2,900 estimated solo mark. So I feel like I've already kind of hit it. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna strive to try, but I am going. I'm starting the project of Roland Jungle Book. I'm going to play.
I feel like that should happen after March to 3K Madness.
No, it's a new project. I'm gonna play through every hero in the jungle, and I'm not starting A through Z, but I will do every hero. Some heroes I'm concerned about. There's plenty. Okay.
Yeah.
But I'll figure it out. Is the thing.
Oh, sure. Or you'll fail, and which will be its own entertainment. You know?
And I'm going to do Roland's Jungle Book, and then when we're done, I can have like in the jungle, the Roland's jungle.
Yeah,
he wins sometimes. Something like that. Is how I'm envisioning this.
Yeah,
this
sounds
goal,
great.
Yeah, to go out. So far, I'm actually winning in the Roland's Jungle department. I mean, I did the Warlock right, and I did the Luna right.
Yeah.
So, both.
Is the Warlock video available?
Yes. It is not on YouTube. It's on recent broadcasts on Twitch. You'll see it.
Export it.
I should export it. I will export it. I did that one live, because I was like... And it was as the draft phase was happening, and I was like, oh, I'm on Radiant. Oh, I think Warlock would be a good hero here. Hey guys, this may sound crazy. It's really good. That's always how I start out.
It's really good.
Explaining
Dude,
it.
this is really good.
I sell my team on the idea Quap Jungle. Try and sell Quap Jungle to your team, dude. I'm gonna take Queen of Pain into the jungle, and they're like, oh god, we've got somebody that's negative 33 MMR in here. This is bad. But the game turned out all right in the end. Denny did good in that game.
Yeah.
And I felt like I was helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't as impactful as if I were to have just laned, for sure.
Yeah.
But I roamed.
I mean, even if you had just laned as
but
a support.
I bought wards. I did buy wards. And I was going around killing people. I made sure I had high kill participation. I had 22. Look at my assists. Pull up the game.
No, yeah, you were there. I mean, the problem was, what's weird is, and the reason we won that game is because I just looked at, when I realized how shitty things were going, I rushed that BKB, and
he's playing Sven, by the way.
Yeah, and I started just using my God Strength to just push towers. I was just
that's a fine use.
Yeah, when I saw the opportunity, I just barreled down.
It's a fine use to just hit BKB, hit God Strength, and be like, you can't touch me for this whole time. I'm going to rip this tower down.
Dunk on towers.
Yeah.
So that game, we had you at 7, 10, 21. We had me at 8, 8, and 12. We had the Weaver at 6, 7, and 12. We had the Alchemist at 7, 12, and 20. And then the Coddle was the only one with a positive kill-death spread at 10, 7, and 13. With not one of the carries on our team.
Because the Coddle stole everything,
Yeah,
man. His
did.
Illuminates were I would have to be like, Coddle, can I please have this wave? Because he would be, he'd be like, I'm a Coddle.
I'm just pushing.
I'm just an old man, and I have this ability called Illuminate, which means I get every last hit. But
you know what? He did do some sick relocates.
They weren't sick, okay? They weren't I'm in danger, I'm gonna die. I'm in the fountain.
Right.
They were
sick. Good. Well, they were sick in the sense that they prepped us for a team fight.
He used his abilities.
Yeah.
That's
properly.
Sure.
Yeah,
he used his abilities.
All right.
That's
I'm
all
trying
he did.
to find a bright point.
They weren't sick.
Yeah.
They weren't awesome.
It was really annoying
Fuck
because
you and your
especially
silver lining.
when he picked Coddle and then he put himself to go top lane with me as the Sven, I was like, oh, cool, this guy's just going to feed me mana and it's going to be Stun City up in the safe lane.
Nope.
And then he just fed himself mana every chance he got and was trying to set up his blasts on the enemy.
Yeah.
And it was like, dude, just
don't.
give me some mana. Let's just wait.
I mean, we had success running Sven Coddle.
Yeah.
Big time. When I was on we would just stun.
It's Sven's biggest limiting issue in lane is his mana. Mana cost to his mana pool.
Yeah.
So anyway.
It was fun.
It was a good game.
What are you looking at? What am I playing? Can we look at last 5? Because I'm playing a smattering. I'm not playing anything in specific.
Quap, Arc Warden, Storm Spirit, Medusa, Sand King are your last 5.
Okay.
Losses on the Storm Spirit and the Medusa.
Yeah, I know. That Storm Spirit game was
Don't
miserable.
remind me, asshole.
Your versatility is a 0.55.
I've had it in the 0.9s before. It's just I have I don't. What have I been playing consistently then?
A little bit of Invoker.
Oh yeah, I play Invoker.
I had a little run of Morphling, it looks like.
Yeah, I like Morphling too.
And like a couple games of Ricky. Like any hero you've spammed, with the exception of Invoker, any hero that you've spammed in quotes, like, is 2 games.
Yeah. The Spectre though was like 16 games in a row or something like that. So that burns you out, man.
Versatilities, you're coming off of it, dude, hard. You're
I
like,
hit 0 versatility. I did hit 0 versatility when I was doing that Spectre stuff. But I don't want to go back there, man. Like, you know what I mean? I was there. It
might have been the way to get to 3K.
It very well, maybe it was. Like, I was good at it, but
what's interesting is
such a grind.
I think we could probably even announce it right now too. We've got an episode coming up with Skim, from Dota Buff.
Woo!
And his article on Dota Buff was about like the pub star being like from pub to pro.
Yeah, from pub to
pro.
pro.
The hard transition. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about like how pub star was kind of like almost a derogatory term amongst pros.
It's just a fucking.
And he goes through and he talks about like hero spammers specifically being at like the top of that list, and it's in your like
you get Earth Spirits up at that list, up in like the 6.5, 7Ks that just are incredible Earth Spirits, and Earth Spirits can.
They don't play
games.
Dota; they play Earth Spirit.
Yeah, and that's like exactly what I've been saying for a long
sure.
time. Like you don't play Dota, you play Lion.
Sure.
But no, your versatility has gone up a lot, and I mean. You play Jug. Even if it's your first Sven game, I trust you'll figure Sven out. You know what I mean?
I wasn't worried about Sven either.
Like you play Wraith King, like you'll probably be okay. And like with 6 or so other heroes, like if you're a good Wraith King or something like that. So I knew that transition would naturally happen.
Yeah, it was fine. Didn't feel crazy on it. So I'm sitting at 2,300 on my party and 1960 on my solo.
Oof. March to 2K Madness.
Yeah, no shit. I was at 2330 on March 5th, and by March 11th, I was 1925.
Oh,
excuse me, 1939.
Oh, there, shit.
Yeah.
Just like what we said at the start of the show, dude. Attitude.
So
you know what I mean?
6 days, 6 days, and nearly 300 MMR later. That was like the most brutal run of games I've ever had, and it was.
Sounds like he's hurt.
No, it was. Well, and okay. Oh, and here's evidence for And I was telling you, like, hey, part of it, like, whenever you accuse me of like having a shitty attitude, is I come into contact with some of the scum, like biggest scum of the earth.
We talked about this last week. Dude.
No, I didn't talk about the screenshot that I took this weekend for you.
I don't need to see screenshots.
I'm gonna tell the story on the show.
I can take screenshots
I'm gonna
too.
tell the story on the show because this one was fucking brutal. So I hop into a game, and my MO in a game is the first thing I open up with is just a general, like, hello, what up, team?
No, it's hello, I'm General Denny, you will take my orders. Yeah. What up, team? That's how it's
in
all
chat,
starts.
So there's no emotion, no anything tied to it, because you've made me so self-conscious about, like, what the timbre of my voice might be when I come across with people.
I'm so glad. I'm so glad.
I just say, what up, team? And this from teammate number 1, STFU. Is my initial response.
No, you should give their names. Give their names.
Okay, Dewey. Dewey says STFU.
Okay.
And I wait a couple seconds, and I'm like, okay, so one asshole on the team. One guy got him. That's okay. That's okay. And I say, anyone know what position they want to play? Do we need a sup volunteer? I'm willing to. I'm throwing out there that, hey, I'm willing to support if they fucking need it.
Shit too.
And then I get this. Fuck you from Squatchy. Kill yourself. Uninstall life.
Oh my god.
This is my initial... And these two guys, we're in solo queue, and by the way, they are not partied together.
Can you send me their ID number? I feel like we'd be friends, dude.
Oh my god.
No, I'm just joking. That is volatile.
And that's what I'm getting. Like, that is maybe at the extreme of things, but like that's the kind of shit I'm getting, and that's right at the start of the match with no... And they proceeded to be fucking assholes the rest of the goddamn match. Yeah, I don't know. That's when you get shit like that, and then I'm told, yeah, it's my attitude. Yeah, it's my attitude.
Well, you say it's only your attitude 33% of the time. You say it's everybody else's fault 66% of the time. Remember?
Yeah, I'll stand
so
by that.
2/3 of every Denny game
I
is
meant
someone else's fault,
and specifically that.
and
week.
1/3 is
Specifically
Denny's
that
fault. Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's only specifically that week.
Primarily that week.
Okay.
I feel like that trend probably holds through for the most part when it comes to attitude situations.
I don't walk in and think like, damn, I'm fucked already statistically because you guys are gonna lose this for me. I think I'm gonna be badass.
I don't think that at all. What I'm saying is when attitude is the issue, when it's about when it's about communication and teamwork. Like I don't think I'm the problem. And you know why I don't think that? Because I am willing to communicate.
General Denny, I mean, generals have to communicate, dude. They have
I'm
to
willing
tell
to
people
communicate
what to
with
do.
anybody and do
I
anything
know.
they want to do.
You need to tell everybody what
Yeah.
to do. You know what I mean? As a general, everybody
Hey,
needs their orders.
if nobody's trying to coordinate the team, the best thing you can do is try to coordinate the team.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'll stand by that 100%.
Yep, we got Eisenhower up in here.
Hey, no, and the best
you
thing
play
you
with
can
him,
do,
listen.
and the best thing you can do is if somebody is coordinating the team and it's going all right, listen to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
like I'm more than willing to do that. Throw me in a situation where somebody's calling the shots. When we play games with the better players in the group, when they start making calls, even when those calls go bad, I frequently listen to them. I'm not barking orders in the middle of those matches.
I don't think
unless it's quiet.
They frequently don't go bad. I listen to fucking Proud. That's for sure. Like when he's like, "Yo, dude, like don't be there." Like, "Yo, dude, like can we do this?" Or like, "Don't put that word there. Put that word here." Like, "Yes, sir." Like that is all he gets. Like,
Sure.
like there is no like. But I think the word would be better. Like it's like, nope. Yep. You have more experience. I'm gonna listen to you. You're right. I want to win.
But I think more importantly, just like that's a clear cut decision. You're a 2300 player, and Proud's a 5500 player, right?
Well, he's not that high.
Or
he's like
5K player.
Not even. He's like what? But like I don't know if it's a big difference between 4.7 and 5. But like he'll
regardless
he'll be 5.
He's near yeah. Someday he will. I mean, the guy takes the game seriously, and he's a talented fucking
he's
player
smart,
and
he's
knowledgeable
smart.
about the game.
He's
Yeah.
smart,
But
Ursi is 4,700 too. Ursi has been
Ursi,
climbing
I know,
like
but what
a
I'm saying is you're
motherfucker.
offering clear cut, right? And I'm saying in the middle of those pubs.
I'll listen to Ursi as well.
In the middle of those pubs, if somebody's making calls on the team, I think the right thing to do is to initially respond. If things aren't working out, then I think you go, hey, look, you keep calling for TPs up to that tower, but we're losing that lane, and we're losing this lane, and we shouldn't be TPing losers of one lane up to a losers of another lane. Mm-hmm. I'm down with speaking up in those situations, but if somebody's calling the shots and the calls are working out, then why not let them continue to do it? Why not continue to work together?
Because you're in charge, and you're the one that gets the final say. You're General Denny, remember?
I don't always do that.
I'm just fucking with you. We do not need to perpetuate this any longer. Denny normally has a good attitude, and that's why he's been pretty much him and Eric. I played a lot of just dual ranked with Denny and Eric, because I mean Eric and I can get stomped and be like, well, you want to play another, dude? And it's like, yeah, dude, that game sucked, huh? And it was like, Eric and I were losing the other day, and we're like, oh, damn, can't wait for this game to end, dude. I'm going to play Bounty Hunter. And he's like, I'm going to play this. And we're like already talking about the next
that's
game.
Admirable. That's admirable. I totally. And and I'll readily admit, I don't enjoy losing a game. I'm a competitive player, and I think, for the most part, you are too. You have a laissez-faire attitude frequently about Dota, but I've seen it. I've seen it in you as well. Like
that Storm Spirit game, you can go back and watch the recent broadcast. There's a desk slamming moment where and it's my fault, and it's not like fuck. It is like fuck, but like I'm not like yelling at anybody. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm not. It's all me. I know that it wasn't like goddamn shadow falls
The
on
number
him.
of times I've been playing Dota like in the last month, and I've like looked down at my keyboard and visualized just fucking grabbing it and slamming it to pieces. It's more than I've ever like thought of doing that to my keyboard ever in the history of having keyboards. Like I've looked down at it, and in my mind the whole thing just grabbing it and just smashed into fucking 1,000 pieces. And then I look up and I'll look over at Corey, my wife, and just be like, holy shit, this game is like pissing me off.
Honest, I feel like I've just lost too many times to care anymore. Like,
no, I get that, but like I don't know. We are both like, this is one of the things that makes us best friends, right? Like we bonded over like competition. As dumb as that sounds, like
but we were never. It was never. I guess we were always competitive.
We competed with each other in definitely
because
a joking way. Like, we had more fun with our competition with each other.
We both think we're
don't
the
forget those
superior
small
poker players.
matches.
You know what I mean? Especially when poker was around. I definitely thought of myself as the better player over Denny, and Denny definitely thought of himself as the better player over me. The truth of the matter, Denny was probably the better player.
Well, because you were too wild, and in poker it hurts to be wild.
I got away with some crazy shit though.
Yeah.
You can admit that. Like
sure.
the respect people gave a liar
But
like
it's the
me.
equivalent. But it's the equivalent of like one of your out there jungle concepts. that like you win. When you win so hard, and and it's a fucking. It's a rampage. It's you're dumpstering the other team, and then when you lose, but it may not even be that it's a bad loss, but you lose more often than you win.
Yeah. I've definitely.
You lose and you're like, meh. You lose, it's like, meh. You win, you go, Roland's motherfucking Jungle Book. Told you, bitches. I'm gonna write a fucking book. Every hero, watch this. Which is good.
And if it does happen, we'll see.
It's not costing you any money to do that, so it's fine.
Abaddon's scaring me, and I know that like I need to
I
tackle
don't know why
the start of the
Abaddon
list.
scares you.
I
feel like he'd be one of
he's
these.
gonna have mana
to
problems.
jungle.
No, he's not, and he doesn't have a whole he doesn't have a whole bunch of armor. He's a strength hero, so it's like I'm worried about him. I'm really worried about Abaddon.
Even with Iron Talon, you're worried about him?
Well, I start out with 625 gold. I buy Iron Talon, and I have to buy Tangos. I'm now at 0 gold. Okay? I now need to come up with 900 gold without the jungle killing me, and all I have is 4 Tangos to do that. And Aphotic Shield, right? Because Aphotic Shields...
And like 2.5 Aphotic Shields, probably maybe 3 Aphotic Shields.
Yeah, like 2 or 3 maybe, 3 or 4 maybe, to try and survive. The Iron Talon will be nice. I think it's going to require a lot of kiting. I think it's going to require Curse of Avernus, his E.
As weird as it sounds, I would almost start with that.
With Curse of Avernus?
Because of just for the increase in attack speed right off the bat, knowing that you're going into the jungle.
And hope for level 2 to come quickly and then use
then
Aphotic.
Then use Aphotic.
Some would say that's a waste because you want to use Aphotic right off the bat so you're regening. So from the second on, you're regening. Opposed to waiting, and my mana pool's full, right? If I went E first,
that's true.
And so there's the thought of imagine all the mana you would have regen.
I would definitely
trying to get.
I mean, it's definitely Curse of Avernus at 2.
Yeah, definitely.
But maybe even.
I don't know if it's even possible. I haven't even tried it because like
does mana go up on that with? Does mana go up on Shield with every level? The mana cost?
I think it goes up by 10. I think it's like 95, 105, 115, 125.
Yeah, it's 100, 105, 110, 115.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I think it does scale, but that's like kind of a minimal thing. That's why I've thought like maybe
you will only get 2 though, for sure.
Yeah. So you could probably get a 3rd before you get your lifesteal, and then you have to wonder, is the lifesteal enough? Because with a lot of heroes, it doesn't even matter if they have the mask. The lifesteal isn't enough. But it is nice that an Iron Talon has the Ring of Protection, the +2 armor. Yeah. That's good. That's going to help me. I think it's going to require kiting and running back to the fountain. So I don't think it's going to be a winning jungler. But I'm going to try my best. I have ideas. You have to choke farm him. I'm definitely going... I know how to choke farm on Radiant. I know how to choke farm on Dire.
What if you buy yourself a TP like the moment you can afford it to cut down on... I guess it doesn't really matter. You're going to want to run back either way.
Honestly, I think what you do is you have a Sal, but if you have a Sal Fairy, then now you're waiting for 1,025 gold instead of 900. Like, the mask is what you need to jump to, right? And then you need to jump to finishing that into a Dominator, because the Dominator is going to allow you to have
wouldn't do Dominator. I would do Vlad's.
No, I do Dominator for sure.
I do Vlad's because then you can pick up the Bassi in the interim to help with the mana regen.
That's true.
And armor. I think Vlad's is the way to go. I think Vlad's is the item on him regardless, usually.
But
why do you get Satanic on? But why do you get Satanic on Abaddon?
With Dom, because it's Brad. With Dom, I can, even if I don't find a wolf, I can find something to tank creeps for me. But
the lifesteal you're getting is so minimal.
I don't need lifesteal.
And the aura lifesteal would be so much better to pop out of the jungle
with Dom, you don't need lifesteal because you have the creep that you dominate tanking for you. You don't, and it has a shitload of health. So you don't need lifesteal.
I don't know. I'd be tempted to go Vlad's.
I think Vlad's. I don't know if that's going to work.
I'd be tempted to go Vlad's.
Okay, Ancient Apparition. Oof.
I
think that involves that one's going to be
so many
nearly
fountain runs.
impossible.
Tangos and clarities,
you
maybe
start out
try
with-
to farm with spells.
You start out with Chilling Touch, and you put that down, and you get 4 hits that do like 70 damage, and you try and you just do one hard camp at a time, I guess. And I don't know.
It'll be easier on that Radiant with your Radiant trick.
Oh, if it's on Radiant, I can easily do Ancient Apparition, but I'm talking like I don't want to, if it's Ancient Apparition and it's dire,
I think then I think you wait for Radiant. Like play it at least play it under ideal circumstances if you're gonna do it. Like he's not gonna. I think
I could get level 6 really
Radiant.
quick. I could get Ags and level 6
and
really
imagine
quick.
an Ice Blast coming out of the jungle that you're completely fucking unaware of.
And it lasts 17 seconds because I have Ags. I could have Ags on if this is.
I think I still think you go. I think you go mana. I still think if you're gonna jungle him that way, I still think you want mana boots or tranquils first. Maybe tranquils in that case.
You're not taking damage. Why?
Oh, I guess on the Radiant side you're not.
Yeah.
Well, at least boots. At least boots. I know you're not going to, but at least get some boots.
I think. Could you imagine? I mean, like.
And then
17
Midas.
seconds?
I'd get Midas still on him.
I won't need it. Midas.
Yeah, you will. In the long run,
Maybe
will.
I'll do a Midas rush. We'll see. You're right, because Midas is just excellent on because of the levels and gold. Like you want your Ags, and I'll still get Ags eventually. I'm gonna try that, and you can still be effective from the jungle as
And
Ancient
start with
Apparition.
mangoes.
I'm gonna do that right away. The next time I'm on Radiant, I'm gonna play Ancient Apparition jungle. What I do now, I won't start with mangoes. I'm gonna start with just a Quelling
Why
Blade.
not? You're going to be your primary farming tool is going to be your spells. I know you're going to sit there and do the camp thing, but like
I'm not gonna farm with spells.
you're going to farm with Chilling Touch to make the camps go fast.
I'm not gonna eat net worth though. I'm gonna buy a Bassi.
But you're going to get damage increase in the interim and health regen, or
I don't
not
need
damage,
health regen.
health regen. Right.
I don't need
Right.
health regen. So I'm going to buy Bassi. So I'm going to buy Quell and then like Sage's Mask. And then wait for the Ring of Protection and ferry that out and have a Bassi right off the bat. I don't even care if I'm going to use it or not. I just need the Bassi for increased so I can keep Chilling Touch up. And then just level Chilling Touch and take the jungle down. Easy.
Yeah, I do still think you go Midas though.
Yeah, I think it will go Midas.
And burn your
We're
Ice
not
Blast
theory
before it.
crafting Thursdays, okay?
I'm sorry.
We're not theory crafting Thursdays, but it is going to be interesting.
You might have to hit those guys up though on a couple of these heroes and get their thoughts on.
Yeah.
They'll be like, "Don't do it," and you're like,
Yeah.
"Yeah, but if I was going to, what would you suggest?"
Rubik is another one that it's like I'm not sure how I would do Rubik. It would be I would have to be
don't play Rubik,
Radiant.
so.
It'd have to be Radiant again.
Yeah.
And it's all because of some stupid little cliff that that Valve put in or that they shouldn't have.
Lion will be a fun one to jungle.
Lion would be an easy one to jungle because you can get mana and you can constantly be zapping spells. You can constantly use Impale. You can constantly Lion would be really fun.
I just go Impale mana.
I would go for like
over and over.
4041. You know what I mean? And just like, no, you don't need that many levels in mana. I'd do like a 4121.
You might be 3021 at level 6 though.
Yeah, 3021.
If you're gonna jungle him.
Yeah,
And
it
you're
probably
not,
would
and if
be.
you're committed to not leaving the lane.
It probably would be a 3021.
And then at 7, pick up the value.
Yeah,
Just
7
for
on the hex.
sake of it. Yeah.
Anyway, this has been a riveting Dota conversation. We got through
yeah.
our state of affairs. Easy, is there anything you want to tell the people?
Yeah, keep playing Dota no matter how mad it makes you, man. It's a good game.
It is a
And
good
if you
game.
need to step away. Come play some Black Desert with me. That's where I'll be fishing.
People are playing the League, too. Are you still into this?
I'm not playing the League. You talking about League of Legends?
No, I'm calling... the Division is what I meant. Sorry.
I haven't played it since because I think it's pretty cool, but I would rather play with like some dot peeps than by myself. So if anybody's playing the Division and wants to hop in, it is pretty sick. That's a sick game. Dude, if you guys have a mobile phone and you want to check out a MOBA, Vainglory is actually
I have Vainglory on my phone. I play it all the time.
Dude, add me, bro. I play too. It's sick.
Really?
Dude, it's fun. Like
It's way fun.
It's a good mobile phone MOBA.
It
And I'll
is.
play
It's
on
the
my
best you can
tablet.
get.
Like I was on my mobile phone playing it, and I'm like, dude, I'm gonna see if I can get this on my tablet, and I could, and dude, it's like it's fucking
sick.
rad.
There's a jungle. There's like a
3v3,
boss. There's
one
like
lane,
a
one
type of
jungle,
Roshan.
A Roshan.
It's kind of like a Roshan.
There's
yeah.
an item shop, dude, like a fully featured.
And there's a
fucking item
secret shop. Yeah, and there's a secret
I
shop,
downloaded
too.
it at one point, but I never played it.
it's really easy to get into very quickly. Like,
if you're a Dota player, dude, it'll
get it.
fit like a fucking well-fitted glove.
You
dude.
buy boots, you run away. So how the boots work is you press a button and it gives you speed for a little while. It doesn't give you consistent speed. I correct me if I'm wrong, but like you upgrade your boots and your boots have a cooldown.
So there is a movement speed boost that's passive, so your character moves quick. But then when you tap on them, it gives you like a
sprint.
Speed,
yeah,
and it has cooldown. And there's active and passive items. They fucking build up in upgrades.
And
you
cool.
have to TP back to base. It's fully featured,
TPs
dude.
are free. You always have a TP.
The same like concept of free hero rotation as a game like League of Legends or Smite, where there's like a pool.
It's just one lane,
and it rotates.
Yeah,
but you earn glory through matches, and all the characters can be purchased with glory, so you don't have to spend money if you don't want to.
Yeah,
but you can if you want to like purchase characters and skins and shit.
It's true, and it's just like Dota with one lane, and there's no denying. And
it would be pretty sick to play with like two other dot peeps like in a game like Vainglory. You know what I mean?
3v3.
Yeah, it's 3v3.
But like, dude, after this, the three of us, like, we could get in a Discord where we're chatting with each other, which I never even thought of, and literally like play against another three people.
Yeah, you could. It's not that, and you pick team comps, like you can pick. It's cool.
If you level up, everybody's got the ultimate, dude. Same exact dude. It is not
it's
like
a good game.
Down MOBA. It's a MOBA as the others.
Yeah, it's fun. I think isn't it free? Isn't it free to play?
Yeah, it's free. I just recently, I was into it a while ago, and Riley actually was like, "Dad, I'm playing Vainglory." I'm like, "Oh, cool." So I checked it out today, and I ended up playing a few matches today. It's good fun.
And they go quick. It's like 10 minutes, 10 or 15 minutes.
Bad.
The only problem is like an hour on the computer and 10 to 15 minutes on the phone are like similar lengths. Like where I found myself abandoning a lot of Vainglory matches just because it's like I just can't sit here at my cell phone for 15 minutes. I'm sorry. Like,
you gotta get your tablet. I mean, I recommend tablet just because it makes everything bigger. But
then if I'm ever in a situation where I can be playing on my tablet,
yes, exactly.
Why am I not just playing? Oh, I will play some Hearthstone. You
can crawl in bed and like just fire it up and just play like a MOBA match before you crash out.
Oh no, yeah, I do Hearthstone in bed. That's what
Hearthstone's pretty good.
No, it's not.
Roland's really, really, really sick of the Hearthstone. He's not a fan.
When
he disapproves every time I'm on it.
Yeah, I do. Just because it's March Madness, bro. Like, why are you playing a card game?
Because sometimes I don't have enough time for a Dota game.
You gotta play, yeah, dude. You're just kind of like you're cheating on your best friend. You know what I mean?
I'm on tilt, and I'm cheating on my love, my true love.
I'm on tilt because I'm not playing Dota right now. Can we throw out the end of this, dude?
Oh, excuse me.
Yeah, can we throw out the end of this?
All right, fair enough. If you guys want to find us, we're at defenseofthepatients.com. Search for us on iTunes, Stitcher. We were trying to look into seeing how you get listed on Podcast Addict. If anybody out there
somebody
has
said
any
something
ideas.
about like a Podcast Addict was the way I find all podcasts, and you're not on.
We are actually on Podcast Addict, and I responded to that Reddit post with the link on Podcast Addict directly to our
See, he's
show.
so on top of shit, dude.
Yeah,
like I logged into, I didn't realize because I'm a moderator on our subreddit that you get moderator mail, you get normal mail, and you get moderator mail. And there was all sorts of moderator mail that had just been responded to by EZ like 11 days ago.
I'm probably Gucci as well.
14 days ago. And Gucci responded 3 days ago. And I was like, damn, like I am not on top of this at all. I had no idea it even existed. And then I was reading some comments, was like, wow, this is really cool stuff.
Oh, I want to, speaking of like things like that I'm trying to stay active with, but it's difficult too. Because I log into Discord and there's like 75 messages because I'm gone during the day or I wasn't in Discord the night before. And so I log in and there's, too many messages to sit and read. Like I would spend an hour probably catching up on all the conversation. Is there any way, but I know people can say, at Cyphus, at Roland.
You just have to scroll through it and it's grayed out. When they reference.
Oh, but that's it. I can't have it
you can't
automatically
go directly to that message.
Okay, if you're out there Discord, that's what I want to know. I want to be able to go to it,
so that I can. And you can do an @everyone, which also gives you the notification that like in this room you were talked about because
that is actually very badass.
Yeah, because you are someone.
If you @everyone in your message, everyone will get a tag.
That was like, hey, like
that's
you were
in that server.
So there were like 3 that I logged in with today, and I noticed that there were 3 @everyone's that were really positive. Like, hey, @everyone, hope you're having a great day. Smiley face. Do you want a back rub? ? And it was just like, wow, the people in this community.
And you were like, no,
nice.
Wazoo, that's disgusting.
Yeah. No, Wazoo wouldn't wake up and say, "Hey, how are you doing, guys? Come on, let's be
No, he'd
real."
say, I have to use Discord again because I got a comm ban.
The game is literally stopping you from speaking, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's bad, dude. We talked to him about that, didn't we? We were like, dude, you gotta like understand, like
that is
you
not
gotta be
good
saying
for
some
the.
pretty negative shit for this.
Thank God it's not
robot
.p,
in this
Wazoo.
game to shut you up.
Yeah.
All right. I know it's poor behavior. I can't help myself. It's kind of funny. It's a funny element about him because it's not what he tries to be when he's not playing the game. He just literally, when he gets into it, he just can't stop himself.
I've known the guy literally my entire life, right? He's my brother, my older brother, there since I was born. He's been this way with everything, dude.
Yeah.
Even similar, like we did, like played with foam weapons and made foam armor, and we're really into that. And he would hit me so fucking hard with his longsword because he always played no shield longsword, okay? And I always played like the really long lance or the bow and arrow that was really badass that this friend of ours made that like worked. But it had padding on the end, a square padding. So you'd tag somebody and it would go really fast, but it would just like, it had really soft cushions.
Yeah, I've been hit with a foam bow and arrow before.
And I was just like, Pachoo! One time a battle started, and you always started on opposite sides. And I launched one to like signify the battle has started, right? And it flies, and it hits Wazoo directly in his chest, and that's a kill. He's dead for the round. And nope, he just keeps running toward me, and I'm like, "You're dead! Stop running! You're dead! You're dead!" And he came up and he took his longsword and he fucking bashed me, man. And I was like, "You're fucking dead." And he's like, "You're fucking dead now too." And I was like, "No, I'm not. That doesn't count." But he was mean, dude.
Dude, that's.
It was a crazy shot too, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, Wazoo!" And he wasn't even paying attention. He had his helmet on, like all of his gear on, and it just doinks him in the chest. And I'm like, "You're dead!" And he's like, "Fuck that!" and started running at me. And I'm like, "No, don't hit me with your longsword." This is the type of shit that happens
because he's a tryhard in everything.
Yeah, he is.
He really is.
He is. He's got to be the best at everything. StarCraft. I'll tell the story. Okay, so I have a beautiful glass desk. Okay, that I'm letting Wazoo use because I had an extra desk, and we are 1v1ing in StarCraft 2. This is when we were living in a house together, me Wazoo, and then I eventually moved out with Audrey. Whatever. We're playing. I win.
Didn't you cannon rush him?
No, that was a different time.
Oh, okay.
That's where he scratched my wrist and made it look for like days like I wanted to kill myself. Some
emo cuts.
He grabbed his thumb and like down my wrist, with the vein, not against the vein, like how like you would do it if you really wanted to kill yourself. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
Jesus.
I was like, look, I know what this looks like.
You, dude.
Yeah, I know. He tried to like burst the vein, dude. Anyway, so we're playing and we're doing a Terran versus Terran. I'll never forget it. And he has a bad positioning with his tanks. So like you have your tanks that they have to go into siege mode, right? And it's like an action to put them in siege mode. And it's this constant battle of unsieging them and inching them closer, then re-sieging them and like trying to control area, right? Well, he has this move that he doesn't realize that I have like a battalion set up, right? Waiting for his move, and he just sends his whole army in just to get obliterated instantly by tanks from afar, okay? And all I hear, because he's in the other room, is... And that's him slamming his fist down on the desk. He broke the glass desk, and his computer fell through it. Okay, with his keyboard, with his mouse pad and his mouse, his monitor, his computer was also his actual PC was sitting on top of the desk, and it all fell through. And as I remember, I don't know if it broke any of his components, but yeah, he broke that fucking desk with his own hands because I beat him, and then he never played StarCraft 2 again. And they were like legit fights. They were, and our buddy Fro was always there, and he was like, "Well, like I don't think you should get so mad, Wazoo." and he's like, "That's just fucking bullshit that he puts tanks up there." And it's like, and I'm like, I'm sorry, and I'm like the whole time I have my arms crossed. I'm like, well, that's just how I put my tanks. You know. Anyway, yeah. And anyway, you know.
There's no reason to take up there.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
God.
Get the fuck out of here.
he does not defend his patients very well. Is what we'll say.
He's trying. He has gotten better.
Yeah, he has.
I will say he's gotten.
Oh,
a lot
he's gotten
better.
a lot better.
I know that I say that like coming off hot off a comm ban.
Seriously.
He's gotten better.
I have never once been fucking limited to like anything in the game of Dota because of my behavior. Not once.
I have 5 reports right now, but that's because I abandoned a game. And
I got 3 reports because I did so fucking bad.
yeah,
like,
it was
literally.
It's because I was doing bad, and I have 5 reports, and it doesn't even give me a percentage. I no longer have a this many people have this many. It doesn't even give a percentage. It's not like
dude,
yeah, and so I really can't wait for those to drop off because when I log in, it says 1 abandoned, 5 reports, and 0 commends, and it's like that's not me, man. That's not me.
You gotta change your life.
It's
you know?
I had to abandon
get
that.
your life back on
it
track.
all came from that
Yeah.
game that I abandoned. No, definitely. Like
Why did you abandon?
it was really late. Okay, and I was doing exceptionally bad. Okay, so bad so that I felt like it was selfless for me to abandon. Like I was like you guys could probably just do better without me. Sell what I have so far, get the gold.
Wow.
Like, I am doing like I was playing the worst Dota I have played in a very, and I randomed and it was stupid and I regret it and I took the loss for it, of course. And they went on to lose, which is unfortunate, and it was definitely my fault and I deserved all the reports.
What did you random?
I can't even remember. It was, you can look, if you look at it'll show a big orange abandoned. I can't remember, but it was
in Dota.
if you just look at my recent games. Yeah.
Oh, can I see other people's abandons?
Probably, yeah. If it should show mine. It's like a little ways down, just barely. It happened.
Oh yeah, I'm hopping back in.
Oh, okay.
Oof.
I can't remember what it was stupid. I remember thinking to myself like I'm so tired. I probably shouldn't be searching for a game, and then it was like bling, game found, and I was like, yeah,
Dude, I almost hate those, dude. I hate when I like. That's one of the things about this game when you get pulled into that like gambler's impulse where you're just like,
Yeah, I think they all just show
click
up as
Q
losses.
and you know you shouldn't. You don't want the fucking. What a weird feeling to be sitting there waiting for
It
a
was
match
Dragon
to
Knight.
and like kind of not wanting it to pop, and building up the whatever the willpower you need to cancel it and close the fucking game.
yeah.
Go to bed.
The Dragon Knight game.
I Dragon Knight jungled.
Seriously.
They made me jungle, dude. I randomed it, and I was like, oh sweet.
Who
can
did
I
they
go
run
mid?
mid?
Who read me the list?
Leshrac, Phantom
Leshrac.
Lance. Okay.
And he would not give it to me. And even though I was like, oh great, and I was like, dude, like look at, like I finished Path of Executioner, like I can play Dragon Knight, like I finished it, like I promise you I did it mid, like please let me mid, and he wasn't having it. And so like I stayed in mid for a second and was like, fuck it, and then bought an Iron Talon and was like, here I go into the jungle, and the game went exactly like that, like a Dragon Knight in the jungle, which by the way he can jungle, effectively, nah. But he can survive the creeps. And it was a terrible game, and it just got to this point where like I was so frustrated with this guy being like, I'm mid no matter what happens this game, and I'm not gonna leave you. If you want to duel mid, we'll duel mid. I'm not gonna compromise.
Hey,
I've done
you've
that
done
before.
it before.
Oh yeah, well I was thinking about doing it that game, but he was stealing all my farm. And so, like, I couldn't even, like, there was no point in me ruining the game. I had to be the bigger man and just be like, okay, even though I bought a bottle, because I was, like, I randomed and was planning on midding.
Yeah.
And
Well,
like,
you had to be the me mid chicken loser.
Yeah, and so
Unfortunately.
I ended up selling the bottle because I needed that Iron Talon. Because it was like, I can't even have this fucking bottle. Like, because I started with that bottle. I need an Iron Talon if I'm gonna fucking jungle. And it was just a terrible game, and I abandoned it.
It's brutal.
In a way, I was happy to see that Leshrac went on to lose, because I had played with him 2 games. If you look at that, 2 games in a row.
No, I bailed out already.
So
Let's abandon this podcast.
okay, all right, let's abandon it.
You can also find us.
My tangents are pretty well timed. About 12 minutes per one, dude.
Yeah.
About 12 minutes per tangent.
Not too shabby.
All right.
You can also find us at .p_show on Twitter. Go to defenseofthepatients.com/Patreon. Or, oh my God. Wow. Go to patreon.com/defenseofthepatients. It's late, damn it. And check out our new Patreon goals. We've talked about it a little bit. We ran an ad for a little while that we run back or redo.
We're just so bad about it. Like, don't sponsor us. That's for sure.
Oh my God.
We're not going to.
Jesus.
Gotta edit the podcast.
Definitely don't sponsor us.
We would run ads if we were getting paid. I would personally see to that.
Very consistent.
Oh my God. They would be so well timed. I'd kill your rants.
Fucking just everywhere.
Oh,
dude.
how many Roland rants I'd kill to do an ad. Yeah. Oh. I'd start sponsoring your rants.
This rant is sponsored by Steel Series.
Gillette.
Gillette, because sometimes you want to shave a few minutes off of one of those rants.
Trying to shave minutes off of your extremely long podcast?
Roland talking too much?
But yeah, do check out the Patreon.
Check out the Inhouses. Okay, I see you guys, by the way. I know how many downloads we get. You're not fooling me, okay? There are people listening to this right now that have never played in one of these .p Inhouses, and
There's a lot of people
and you're fools.
Don't play.
You are fucking
Don't
fools.
say dude.
You are fools. Okay?
And we can't wait to see you, but the problem is you don't know how to get there. Head to the website, click on the ladder tab, and learn everything you need to know about the .p Inhouses every Thursday and Saturday starting at 9:30 Eastern.
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern. Come on.
Fine. You'll be late.
Yeah, don't be late because then you don't get a spot. But if you are a new player, you have priority. That's the thing. Like, you're not going to get beat out by like people who are in the club.
That is true to an extent. Here's how it works.
Why is that true to an extent?
Because the easiest way, the way we've been doing things, is it's all based off of who's played that.
Can you sound like Frank Underwood while you say this, please?
So you see what we like to do is open up a first come, first served basis. Those who show up first get to play first. But if you play once,
it's bad.
You may not play ever again.
If you are 6.2K, Clay, okay.
No, all right, no. And look, the way it is first come, first serve. Your name goes on a list that the admins are keeping. And once you've played a game that night, we give priority the next game to people who have not played. So
it's game 2.
Right, so game 2. So if you haven't played a game that night, on game 2, you're the person we go to, and I'll boot somebody from the lobby who has played previously that night
with our fucking boot.
So you hang around. And then...
Yes, I was right. Show up at 9:30 Eastern, watch the rest of the first game, and get in on the second one.
Yeah,
but they are a blast, guys, and like so many people. Your games are getting cast by really good casters.
And that is another great point.
It's fucking awesome casting.
Yeah, ZD's he is the resident .p caster as it stands right now, and he works so well with a myriad of other people, which makes him, I think, an even better caster.
And I'd like to give a shout out to Faf too in that regard.
Yeah, Fafnir, Proud, Ursi.
Well, I think Faf and ZD just because we've been pairing show hosts with these casters. I mean, just to like differentiate a little bit, like Faf and ZD are the community casters that have been giving it their
absolutely.
all. And Faf is their cast. Like, and the one thing I think people may not realize is even though we're featuring one of the lobbies
getting cast,
the other lobby is almost always being cast, and it's by the likes of AG and by the likes of Fafnir, and they're good. They're really good solo casters, even if they end up doing that. Like,
actually, did you guys hear the Chaos cast?
No, yes, we were all.
Dude, Chaos was fucking.
Chaos should definitely. I want a Chaos CD featured game. Yeah, he's super positive, super informative, and is fast.
He says some funny shit, and dude, I really like Chaos. He has a unique cadence to his voice. I would like to hear a Chaos ZD cast. It would be super entertaining. They both bring a lot of hype though, so them each paired with like an analyst. You know, if you did it like that, is man, it's just as a person that has I watch every single game I've missed on Saturday because I was working. Unfortunately, my first miss, I feel bad, but. Every game, dude, in the Twitch chat, it's so fun. It's so fun talking to all the people in the community in the Twitch chat. Everybody's like hanging out over there, and then the games are like dude, they're fucking.
They're
it's
good.
like it's all of our friends, and you're hearing them casted like you'd hear any other game of Dota casted, which is really, really entertaining.
We're starting to like see like an in-house like meta developing,
Yeah.
which is fucking cool.
Certain heroes getting banned, like Witch Doctor getting through. Like, how would they let Witch Doctor get through? Like, Witch Doctor has run rampant in the .p in-houses.
Yeah.
Like, because of Billy Bob.
She has a copy and paste meme for if anybody lets Proud get Lone Druid.
Oh, nice. It's
Well,
cool.
yeah, there's now a Proud command, like, and we've been building the new commands. It's been fun to do with that
Denny's
Moobot.
just been building a shit. There's going to be here pretty soon,
yeah.
like 10,000 commands that you can type into Moobot.
It's fun as hell.
Oh yeah,
It is fun.
Mine is. I have like 3, don't I?
No, you have exclamation point Roland and exclamation point Roland too.
And one is
The
like
first Roland is the standard, we will not be working with Roland again in the
Roland
future.
is an ass type thing, and then the second one is eats at anti-gay establishments, falls asleep during movies, must be
It's
Grandpa
all true.
Roland.
Those things are all
No,
true.
they are all
Yeah,
true.
you do eat at Chick-fil-A. You do fall asleep in movies.
Okay,
Those are things that Grandpa would do.
we've talked enough about Chick-fil-A. Okay,
We've talked enough.
we've talked enough about Chick-fil-A. They're not that anti-gay. Okay.
Oh my God! Well, I'm not. Oh my God! I'm gonna. All right, I gotta kill the show before you go any further on this one.
Ain't that anti-gay?
They're not
So
that
scroll about the
anti-gay.
in-houses, twitch.tv/.ptv if you guys want to join in as well and watch and have fun. Hey, if you're out at work or you can't come join, you can always check them out there. And it is cool to see the games cast, and I do think that's maybe the coolest thing about it. It's
People
fun to-
thanked me. People were like, "Oh my God, that was so cool!" Because I sent out that Reddit message that said, "By the time you read or by 11 p.m. EST, this will be over." Or so make sure you get in here or whatever. And people got in, they got their games cast, and then later I was streaming Roland Q, and the guy came in. He goes by Uggsy. It was the guy that was like UIGVSYSIVVSYY. And he's like, "Dude, I've never had a game of mine cast. Thank you very much." And it was like
It's so fun. You're
like-
so nervous the first time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's so exciting. And then to go back and watch it after you've played and hear your plays called and stuff, it's nice to get to be a part of a community that provides something like that to as many people as possible.
to anybody,
other than
man.
coming to hang
and
out,
with some really solid, like I said, really
And
solid talent.
I
in
mean,
that regard, too.
ZD, he's just getting. And the crazy thing with ZD is he has not been doing this that long. Like, he is getting like way good at this, way quick.
It's a natural talent that
Yeah.
he's building on really quickly, which
Yeah,
is awesome.
It's really
dude.
cool to see, which is why I've been encouraging ZD to do as many games as
and
possible.
for those who are just fans of the show, like if you're, we know a ton of you out there love Theorycraft Thursday. That's one of the more popular shows at times on .p. Like, if you guys want to come here, Ursi, and Proudcast your game, like it's cool
Yeah.
to hear the Theorycraft.
Yeah, that is
hosts,
cool.
like-
That is really cool too.
it is. But
so anyway, all right. This has been the longest wrap up ever.
yeah, let's go.
defenseofthepatients@gmail.com I think is probably the last of it. We already hit the Patreon
Give
and
us
all that
iTunes
stuff.
reviews. We'll read them. They're super fun. And matter of fact, if you want to help Defense of the Patients directly, go ahead and leave an iTunes review. I promise you that helps us directly. It improves search engine optimization. It allows more people to see us. It leaves a review, an honest review that people can read to determine if they want to listen to it at all. So going to iTunes if you have an iTunes account and just leaving
And
your true thoughts.
I'm proud to say that whenever you search Dota 2 podcast on iTunes now, we're the first thing that pops up.
Okay, so search Dota 2 podcast and see Defense of the Patients, and if you've listened to it, share your opinion. I don't care if it's a 1 star.
No, you do. You give it 5 stars and then say, "Yeah, I wish you would improve this stuff," because we will listen to every 5-star review and take your feedback.
No, you can go back and change your reviews. So give us a 1 star and tell us what we need to
okay.
fix.
You
We'll
never
fix
want a
it,
1
and
star.
then give us a 5
All
star.
the things they
Yes.
tell you not to do.
5 stars, babies. 5 stars, babies.
Don't sponsor us. Give us 1 star.
Oh my
We don't need the money
Made
from
it this far into
Patreon.
the show and you're not thinking 5 stars. Like, good for you for even hanging on that long.
Yeah, thank you for hanging around
Exactly.
for all those 1-star reviews. Now we're going to get a run of joke 1-star reviews that are not going to help.
Do not joke around and give 1 star
We built
reviews.
this far.
I'm kidding. Unless you think we deserve it. Of course. And then in that case, do give a 1 star, because I would love to hear what you think we can do better. Because we are, after all, a collective. We are not a single individual. That's what makes us different. That's what makes us great. Is that we listen to everybody to try and make a better place.
And on that note, until next time, this
What's
is
to laugh about?
nothing.
5 stars.
It was beautiful.
Yeah, I thought I was pretty well put, actually. I mean, like a script writer couldn't even write
No,
that, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
God.
Okay. Go ahead. Close it out.
You gotta kill him with kindness.
You see, if you can't win over their hearts, you win over their brains.
So until next time, this is Cyphus for Roland and EZ saying good luck and Godspeed. We're gone.